Former Secretary of State Mike Pompeo joined me this week on this. Here's what he said about China. Watch this.
We shouldn't think for a moment that Iran doesn't work alongside the Chinese Communist Party. You'll remember it's now been a year and a half or 2 years, signed a 25-year weapons deal between China and Iran. No, they are firm partners, this axis, right? I'll give you another example from just recently. The UN Security Council, China and Russia, blocked any response, any just simple statement about the grotesque terror attack inside of Israel. No, the Chinese and the Russians see this as a chance to distract the West, to undermine what we had begun to build out in the Middle East, relationships between the United States and the Gulf Arab states. The administration has played fast and loose with American money to the harm of the American economy with the Chinese Communist Party.
So what about that, Senator? Is China supporting Hamas or China supporting Iran as Iran supports Hamas? I want to get your take here because just yesterday, the Coalition for Prosperous America out with a report on how Vanguard and the FT Russell groups are sending money by investors in the U.S. to fund China. Is that ultimately funding this war?
Oh, indirectly, absolutely. I would tell you a couple things about China. The first thing they care about, because they're not like our leaders that are stupid, they want the oil. They understand that oil is critical. They may put out statements about global warming and climate change and clean energy, but they want oil. They have the world's largest surplus of refining capacity, and so they don't want to see anything that disrupts the oil supplies in the world because it hurts their economy. The second thing they want is anything that drains America, costs America money, or distracts America. And so in their view, for very little investment, any sort of disruption there that focuses our attention on there instead of Taiwan and things of that nature is positive. And so that's why I think you see the Chinese take the position that they have and have relationship that they have with Iran. In essence, they believe they want to overtake America as the world's great power. They view Iran as an irritant to the United States and a place that we have to focus on. And so the more Iran has power, the more Iran has influence, the more Iran can be a player at our detriment, the better it is for China. And I think you'll continue to see them take this position, as the Russians have as well. But the Chinese obviously have a lot more power and influence at this point than the Russians do. So I think, to build on what Pompeo just said in that clip, absolutely China is a part of this broader alliance or axis of anti-American, anti-Western interests in the world who view every opportunity as an opportunity to harm America, harm our allies, and strengthen themselves in the process.